How are you still hungry?
Takes a lot of energy to summon my chi. What? We made quite a great team.
No.
I'm not looking for super friends.
Me neither. You keep on telling yourself that.
Who the hell are you?
The guy that's going to help you save the city. The war for New York is here.
They haven't lost everything. Not yet.
So get your shit together.
Do we have time to grab a drink?
Let's go do something crazy.
Jesus, am I the only one left who doesn't know karate?
Danny, light it up.
I can see you've formed a bond here. I promise you it's temporary.
Not if I can help it. So cool. I mean, it's kind of cool.
Hey everybody, new Defenders trailer. This might actually wind up being the last one, but what's going to happen is I'll explain my video schedule for the episodes when it drops next week. So if you didn't know, it's dropping on Friday, but you could probably start watching it Thursday night at midnight. So if you can swing it, I recommend you do that. But I love the way they cut this trailer. It's meant to be a little more humorous. Like, they have this really awesome chemistry on screen together. And I'll talk a little bit more about how they come together when I post my first review video later this week. It'll be non-spoilery, but they do dedicate a lot of time to try and blending the tone of all the characters so that even though the show carries a lot of the stuff that's come before with it, like, you begin with moments with each of the characters separately, so you sort of refresh your memory about what's going on in their own individual universes. And then a couple big WTF moments happen, they start clashing, and they come together. So when they're in this restaurant sizing each other up, it's actually the first time that they all come together, watching Danny Rand stuff his face, but then Stick comes along and explains what's actually going on. Like, look, this is the war for New York. Then the hand gets the drop on them. You see Alexandra sort of tell them to back off, like, now is your last chance. This isn't going to end well for you. You even see Elektra come in at this point too. She's still wearing that big trench coat of hers. But then they start jumping around in time. Like, you have this training moment where Stick is trying to explain everything to them. They're interrogating this person. At the end of the trailer, Luke Cage is like, yeah, I guess, Daredevil's pretty cool. Yeah, that Billy Club's pretty neat. And you get a couple really good shots of how funny and awesome it is to watch them take people down. Like, they have a couple different shots that they cut together of this big hallway fight. So, like, everybody has their Daredevil hallway fight in, like, the 4th or 5th episode of each of the series. So, of course, think of the epic hallway fight that they have to have in Defenders now that they're all together. So if you slow the trailer down, they actually cut it a little bit weirdly, like they jump around in time during this individual scene. So you have Luke Cage crashing through the side of the hallway, like he literally rams some dude through the wall here, as Matt is walking down, punching someone like he normally would. Jessica Jones throwing people around, Iron Fist going crazy, and in most of these shots you have Elektra just casually walking up behind them. So I'm guessing because Daredevil isn't turning around freaking out, he doesn't know what her status is at this point, and she's still working for Alexandra. This shot here looks like it's from later in that scene where Elektra is either getting ready to try and kill Matt or Iron Fist, and he just obliterates her sword with his chi. The really cool thing about this too is that Iron Fist, they sort of upgrade his power levels through this series, but there's still going to be a lot of ground to cover when they get to Iron Fist Season 2. But remember how Madame Gao also kind of understands how to harness her chi, not to the level that Iron Fist can, but you see them underground here, like in this underground pit area that we saw during Daredevil Season 2 going up against the Hand, and Luke Cage says, light him up, and he just unleashes the Iron Fist and just blows them all back. She's got her fist extended here, so I'll be interested to see what kind of badass move she has, because they've been hyping Madame Gao up for a long time, and if she's sort of the underdog to Alexandra, it makes you wonder what's going on with her. Like, what kind of crazy power does she have? As of right now, it sounds like she's an original character not from the comics, but that could always change. They could always reveal her as someone else. But I'm not expecting her to wind up being the demon that they worship, because that's supposed to be who Black Sky is. Like, the people that harness the energy of the demon become conduits for him to come back into this plane of existence. The effects actually look really good. It looks like they really did spend the extra money on this. I love the way that Luke Cage's arm gives off sparks when Elektra tries to slash him. You even get a little bit of a Heroes for Hire moment where Iron Fist is hiding behind him here, using him as a human shield. But when episodes drop, you guys will see, like, they're still working up to Heroes for Hire stuff. They don't genuinely get to any, like, really big moments like that because they're just coming together for the first time, but you do feel that chemistry. So you will wonder after this, why don't they just do a Heroes for Hire series? And I have a couple theories for why that is, but mostly I think it's just contractual on Netflix's end. And for those of you asking, a lot of people have been messaging me about this Disney, Marvel, Netflix deal that's supposedly going away soon. The big thing that happened recently is that Disney announced that it was going to develop its own streaming service and it was going to put all of its content there, so it was taking it off of Netflix. Even if that does wind up happening, that doesn't include Marvel and Netflix's deal for these TV shows. Netflix owns the rights to those. Like, they're literally paying for these to happen. It's not like they're licensing content from Marvel. It's just like Star Wars movies, the Marvel movies, the stuff that Netflix buys to redistribute. Punisher would still be okay too. And I know we haven't seen any new trailers for that yet, but that's really just because they're mostly pushing Defenders right now. Like, they'll be hitting it pretty hard next week with this stuff, but I would expect that within the next couple weeks, after people have a chance to watch Defenders, then they'll start teasing out more Punisher stuff. I know you all want to know if Punisher's part of Defenders. You have to remember that when they were filming this TV series, they were also filming the Punisher TV series too, so it was just a question of scheduling. So just don't expect Punisher to show up and high-five everybody every single episode, but he's still part of this universe, so there'll probably be a couple really interesting surprises later in the series. Part of the fun of this series is seeing all the weird pairings. My favorite new pairing of characters that you haven't seen together before is Jessica Jones and Daredevil. You've seen some of their early scenes in the trailer where he just busts in and tries to help her get out of prison.
You have interrupted a citywide investigation. You stole evidence from my crime scene. And you got my one lead killed.
I was trying to help him.
But you didn't.
Jessica Jones, stop talking.
Who the hell are you?
My name is Matthew Murdoch. I'm your attorney.
So once you do get a chance to see the first couple of episodes, let me know in the comments who's your favorite new pairing, because you have all these characters. Sometimes there's just a couple of them on screen together. I know everybody wants to see some Heroes for Hire at some point. Their meeting on screen is really awesome for a whole different reason. If you were kind of bummed out by Iron Fist and aren't really happy about the character, you will love the first time that they meet on screen. It's hilarious. They have been doing a lot of interviews, so if you guys want me to post some of their interview videos, they've said some interesting stuff. So leave all your bonus video requests in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe to get everything, and there will be a new Marvel giveaway when I start posting episode videos. So my first non-spoilery review will post next week, maybe by like Wednesday. So while you wait for all that, you can click here for more Defenders, and you can click here for my Infinity War trailer video. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.